Hey guys, Akaya Burst here, and today I'll be teaching you how to. This will be like part 2 of my free play Beyblade tutorial. I'll be explaining how to make a free spin layer, like on Tornado Wyvern, and a bay that changes as the lock turns, like on Bahamut and Beacon Colgan. And I'll also be showing off how to make basic drivers. So, yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to take the layer out. Now this is a different template to the one I used in the previous video, but yeah, I don't know where to find where it came from, but my friend said to me, he told me, yo, this template is better than the one you're using, and it is. Any bay I've made with this has worked so far. If I did know where to find the template, I would link it. I'll have to ask him where he found it. And there's our first problem. Okay, yeah, it's like slightly uneven to the point where, oh my. Yeah, I don't know why. That just happens with the template, so yeah, I'll have to do it manually. But basically, when doing gimmicks like this, or a lot of time gimmicks in general, you're going to want to divide the layer up into pieces. So that's just what I'm doing now. I'm just going to make it so it doesn't get rid of the teeth when I do it. I'm going to make that, group it, and now how do I do this? Now you're going to want to copy that, and here's a nice trick. You can actually go inside the model. If you set that to the work plane, and then you can come out. So I raise that up there, group it. There we go. Now we do that. Raise it up. Oh wait, wrong part. Raise that up. Make this the whole. And we ungroup that. And then we make it so this can be like the bottom half. Just gonna take the teeth out, since obviously those are gonna be on the layer. So now we have our 2-piece layer. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a ridge around the outside, and that's where the free spin rings are gonna sit. And then we're gonna add screws so that can still go into that. Actually, I'm gonna make it a bit thicker, like 2mm thick. That should be good. So if I lower the ring on that by 1, yeah, that should be good. Just to make sure it's right, it should be 8mm. It should be 8mm tall. Yeah, that's better. So now we're gonna have everything we need to make this layer. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna get a cylinder out. Now the layer is about 41 by 0.41 by 41. So we're gonna set this to 39. Now this is where a trick that I forgot to show in my first tutorial video comes in. We're going to use the alignment tool, press L, or press this box up here. We're going to press that, and then that. Now you can also, I don't think this is a good example for it, but you can also make them come up in the middle. Yeah, so it's a really useful tool. Now if I make that transparent, you're going to see that it leaves this ridge area, and that's what we want. So I'm going to copy this, open that, turn that into a hole similar to what we did with the teeth, and then boom. Now we have sort of like ridge. Now I'm going to keep that up there for now. We put that down there, and we're going to want to make sure that there's a good amount of space. Copy it. Group with the top layer, make it not transparent anymore. Then do the same with the bottom layer. So now we have a ridge for the free spin ring to sit on. And this is where we're gonna expand this so that it's now 39.5mm. Oh yeah, if you hold shift when you click on that, I don't know if I showed this in my last video. If you hold shift when you click on that, then both sides will increase, but unless they're the same size when you first do it, then the one you're not increasing will come out uneven, if that makes sense. So yeah. Now I'm gonna copy it and make one that's 43mm. Again, align it. Make it an object. And now that that's done, I'm gonna make sure that it's inside. So we're going to change the snap grid to 0.1mm and raise it as much as we see fit. Now we want it to have some wiggle room, but not much, to the point where it's like bouncing up and down. I think that's good. Make that pink to match the whole thing. So now if I take these contact points, bring them up here. Now what I'm going to have to do is I have to ungroup this. But first, let me make sure these are in like good working well, really. Now, in a normal circumstance, actually no, I will showcase it. Now, those, I don't know how to explain this. Now, in some areas, we'll need to use that as a whole. But for now, I'll just do the normal aspects of it. Raise that so that it's... Oh wait, did not mean to move that forward. Raise that up. And group that with this. Oh wait. Actually, for the sake of this, it'll probably be good to make a second one. Move that over there. Get that over here. And wait, actually, you do that, and boom, now we have two going. Did that one? Yeah, that one worked instantly. I think because these are important, have a lot more holes in them, they're gonna take a little while longer. So, oh wait, just to say it. So now what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna have to hide this, and now we're gonna use that as a work plane. And now from there upwards, we need to put on this hole so that it's actually able to move around the layer. And we're going to copy that. Move that to this bottom side. Now we reveal it. Group them. And now we have a whole decent... Okay, I'm going to have to wait for that bit. So as you can see now, we basically have a free spin ring. Now if I want to take this apart, you can see, actually no, I'll make that transparent when it's done. But while we're waiting, now you need a way for these two layers to connect, and then that will just be symmetry between them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that it works with screws. Now the size of the screws in Beyblades, if I remember correctly, is about M2 screws. Yeah, M2 screws. So that's the size I've made this screw. So if let's hide that a second. Make these two transparent so we know just how deep it's going in to the template. Now we can clearly see the line around here, so we'll move that up. And one warning, make sure that your layers, this is why I want the layer to be thicker, You have to make sure your layers are thick enough for your screw. Otherwise, it just won't work. So I'm gonna make that a bit longer. Move those away. Get those selected. Bring it back. Now that I've done that, that should work. Now, you want to mirror that over there. Wait, what? Why have they gone there? Oh, it was the axis I mirrored them on. My apologies for that. Oh wait, I'll group these together. And then align them so that they're all in the middle. Copy it, move the work plane back. Now before I do this, I need to ungroup those two. So now we have 4. We're going to group 2 at the bottom layer and the last 2 at the top. So now we have that screw hole, and these 2 pieces are going to go into them. So yeah. Now for, oh wait, right, the free spin ring. So now that we have this, a free spin ring, I'm going to show you guys how to make a gimmick that works with the free spin ring. How do I explain this? I'm going to show you guys how to make a ring, a gimmick how do I explain this? It moves as it clicks. It changes as it clicks. That's the best explanation I can give. So that will stay the same, but this is going to change slightly. I'm going to make it so that some of it is cut off. There's going to be like a sub ring for. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to, half of it is going to be dedicated to the bottom half, and the other half is going to be dedicated to the top. That's how we're going to do this. So if I hide that, I get a hole. Then we copy this, and copy that. I just forget. So if I take the copy and do that now. Now here's the thing, we're gonna want some of it to be just straight up gone. Like, the best way I can explain this is its own middle piece, because we're not getting rid of the free spin ring. It's just gonna become smaller. So I feel like I've messed this up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that up a bit. Get these together, copy them, Control G. Right, yeah, it's good to know the keybinds for Tinkercad as well, because it just helps. Wait, oh no. I don't know how I missed that. How do I mess that up? Right, so now we have that, and once that's done, we get to making the middle ring. Basically what's going to happen is, as the lock turns, a part of the ring is going to come out, and it's going to be more emphasized, or it's going to become rounder. So like with Bahamut. That's going to be how I'm going to demonstrate this. So wait for that to load. I'm gonna Now I want the difference between this to be exactly 10mm. We're gonna want it to be like 5-10mm out. No, I'm gonna leave it at, I'll leave it at 30. 30 sounds reasonable. Like, I want it to be able to move freely. So now I'm gonna do the best I can to align them. I've already done it. I think this is some good alignment, so I'll start with that. So while we're waiting on that, let's get a disc so that, yeah, in not shape generators, you can get a shape collection. As you can see, I have 4, so that's what like I use. Because the thing is with Tinkercad, it's good because it's a website and you can like take it on the go. Like the thing is with Tinkercad, no, not Tinkercad. The thing is with schools, or they're not gonna let you plug something into the computer. They're gonna they're not gonna let you do that. So it's good to like have your templates already saved to the website. Now you could make pre-made presets where you already have the templates loaded, but that isn't as efficient as just having them there. So no matter how many times you want to make something and use certain pieces for it, then those pieces are there for you. So now we're just making the tabs that are gonna be moved by the layer. Layer? Yeah, that's right. Layer. Wait. Yeah. So we're gonna mirror that. Wait, I'm gonna change the wet plane first just to be safe. Mirror that. Group them. Mirror them that way. So that's the tabs done. Could have done a better job on them, but yeah, I'm not really teaching aesthetic here. I'm teaching just the basics of how to do things. This is actually my first time working with like making the free spin template and the other thing, but I've known how to do it for a long time, and I was gonna do it today anyway, so I thought might as well make a video out of it. Okay, so this is done, and I say it's come out perfectly. I think I can get away with making it a little higher, so I'm gonna make it 10mm. So I'm gonna raise it by 20 so that it's a 10mm gap. Group those because why not? Actually, they don't even have to go the full mile, and they don't even have to go the full length of the disc. So I'm gonna move them back to around here. For the sake of safety, I'm not gonna risk moving them myself. I'm gonna use mirroring. Group it. So yeah, 10mm seems acceptable. Now I'm gonna move this up. I think that's good. So that's how much leeway I want for the ring. So we're gonna group that. Wait for them. Pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Okay, so that's done, but I forgot to do the 10mm gap, so I'm gonna lower that by minus 0.1 and group them. Wait a bit for that. Alright, I'm back and it's done, so let me just make sure. Yep, those should be good. I'm gonna attach that to that. So I'll raise this up. Let me make sure that, let me get into the contact point. Make sure it's perfectly leveled. And group them with that. So now just gonna wait for that. Alright, that's done, so we're gonna hide the ring for a bit, and we're gonna take this old free spin ring. We're gonna make that the, wait a minute. Okay, I just realized there's still the gaps from before in these, so I'm gonna be right back. I'll fix those. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, the pink ring is gone. This is because we need to get in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set work plane to be there. Now we're gonna open a cube, and we're just gonna make a roughly the length of that hole. We'll refine it later. And we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the same thing on each side. Actually, we don't even have to bother making it the rough height because it'll be more efficient to just do it when we have the right one. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of cubes everywhere. And now that we've done that, I'm gonna set work plane there. Lower that. Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're gonna be cutting out this, like a certain amount of the inner lock, so there's space for the tabs to just like click around it. Let me oh wait, I had the wrong thing. Those two are essentially the same height, so I can do them both at once. Now I'm just gonna copy one, and actually no, I should copy them all. Let me just select them, copy, and we're gonna put one in the top layer, and one set of them in the bottom layer. Oh, accidentally turned on rotation. We're gonna hide that so that I can, oh wait, I grouped that the wrong thing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So let me just move that there. Get a copy of it. Move it over there. So now we have ones for over here. Yeah, so we got back this. We're gonna hide that again though. Yeah, we're almost done. We just need to cut those out. I'll be right back after those group. Alright guys, I'm back and those just grouped, so yeah. Now I've got the, I don't know why that happened. Alright guys, but yeah, now if I lift that up, the tabs aren't gonna go back into it, so doesn't mean to do that. We're gonna hide. Wait, oh no, I actually grouped it. So we're gonna hide those, and we're gonna sort of do something similar to what we did with the discs, and get these like a route back to the layer. So I'm just gonna do this on one side and just copy it, because I can't be bothered to do this 4 times over. This video's getting kind of lengthy. I might not cover drivers, but it was requested, and I feel like it is one of the more important things than gimmicks, so maybe I'll just have to make an extended version of this. I don't really know. Group those, or maybe I'll pre-record a driver one. But then again, I don't have that much to teach about the drivers, so I can probably just make it a quick segment. Alright, now let's see how thin these are. These are 1mm. I'm gonna make them as thick as the layer. So they're already 1.5 now. Now they're 2.6. We'll group those with the layer, show those back, and I'll be back when they group. Alright guys, I'm back. I rotated them so that they wouldn't look weird. So now I'm going to group them. Here it is, the finished product. I rotated the tabs so they wouldn't look weird, so there should be something reminiscent of what the lock process would look like. It would get to about here, then it would burst. So yeah, as you can see, the bay becomes a lot rounder in this scenario. So yeah, that's a click gimmick, and that's a free spin ring. If I don't, I'm gonna go check how long this recording's gotten. Depending on how long it is, I might make the driver tutorial now, or I might do it next video. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I decided it would be time to cut this video to a close. So yeah, sorry we couldn't get into drivers, but I'll make sure to do it for my part 3, which hopefully comes out a lot sooner than this video did. I was really busy with school, but now I'm obviously getting time to do this. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and bye.